been married to each other long enough to be frank with each other.
Oh, yes, Gunther.
I mean, you wouldn't take this personal.
No, Gunther.
I think you're gone nuts.
Oh, hello, Rose. I'm all ready for the movies. Let's go.
Lucille, Aunt Nettie called me today. Do you realize that we haven't seen her in 2 months?
But Rose, that's a trip on the subway all the way out to Brooklyn.
We just have to. She never gets out of the house.
Well, all right.
We'll take her for a walk through Prospect Park.
Did you say Prospect Park?
Yes, why?
What is it? It's nothing. It's nothing, really. It's so ridiculous you wouldn't even believe it. Let's go. Everybody else is just fine, Aunt Nettie. Gunther's still on the police force, but he's very anxious to see you.
Al is very occupied at the factory, but he keeps saying that we ought to go and see Aunt Nettie. Now, you've heard him say that often, haven't you, Lucille? Wait, what is it?
Don't look now, but that blonde sitting on that bench,
What about her?
she's got on the same hat that I have.
Where? Right over there. See,
Talking to that...
it's... Aunt Nettie, will you walk on ahead and wait for us? It's Gunther.
So that's what's been going on.
Oh, now, Lucille.
All these years he's fooled me, making me think he wasn't interested in other women. Making me think he was some kind of a clod. And all the time he's been chasing blondes.
Now, Lucille, don't cause a scene.
Oh, won't I, though? I'll show that two-timing Casanova.
Daddy, dear, can I have a dime for another ice cream?
Of course, son. That's what fathers are for.
Thank you.
Take me home. Take me home just long enough to pack my bags and write a note.
Lucille, I got home early. Francis and I, we're going to get in a streak of bowling before dinner. Lucille? She's probably still at the movies.
Hey, Gunther, how come you got off so early this afternoon?
The kid had homework to do. Without him, I was lost.
Brother.
The way I shut my mouth off to Lucille, if she ever found out about that crummy assignment that I had, a purse-snatching job.
Look, Gunther, you were just doing your duty.
I wasn't even good at it. We lost 3 handbags.
Hey, what's this?
It's addressed to Mr. Gunther Toody.
You read it. I'm going to bedroom and get my bowling shoes.
Dear Gunther, I know all about Brooklyn. I'll find my happiness with somebody else. Lucille Hesselwhite.
Hey, Lucille took all her clothes. She must have gone to see a triple feature.
Gunther, get a hold of yourself. This note is from Lucille. She knows about Brooklyn.
She found, Oh, brother, am I going to get the horse laugh from her when she comes home?
No, Gunther, listen closely. She isn't coming home.
What do you mean?
She's walked out. She's left you. She's gone. Now, do you understand?
Who is he?
Now, Gunther, take it easy.
Who is he?
And that's the story, Captain. The story of a great deceit and the end of my marriage.
Toody with a family in Brooklyn and another one in the Bronx? How did he know what subway to take?
Oh, he fooled you, Captain. He fooled you into thinking he was some bumbling oaf. He's a shrewd, calculating, double-crossing...
Now, Lucille.
If it wasn't for his other family, that's why I came to see you, Captain. I want my name to be taken off Gunther's pension list. I don't want 1 cent of the benefits a wife gets from the Brotherhood Club and all the other funds.
Now, Lucille.
I mean it, Captain. Let it all go to them. He has a son to take care of. Gunther's son.
Lucille, there's got to be something wrong here. Toody with 2 families.
No, it's true. My sister Rose and I saw them. Daddy, can I have a dime? He had Gunther's eyes.
I can't help it, Captain.
Please, Lucille, this is no place to discuss this. Let me take you out, get you some coffee, and then we'll go over and talk to my wife, Elsie.
Oh, please, Captain, don't bother.
Oh, nonsense. If there's anything I can do, it's my duty to do it. Now, come on, Lucille. Everything's going to be all right.
Come on, Gunther. The first one to tell this to is the Captain Block.
I'll find my happiness with somebody else. Who is he? Who is he?
Gunther, we're not going to get anywhere with you keep saying, who is he, who is he? Now, come on. If anyone knows what to do, it's Captain Block. I don't know what to say.
It was Captain Block all the time.
Gunther, maybe it's a mistake.
There's no mistake. She kept throwing him up at me all the time. Captain Block, the hero. And just 2 nights ago, I told her, why don't you marry Captain Block? And the thing that gets me is that this is the first time in our married life that she ever did what I asked her to.
Before this gets out of hand, you better talk to Captain Block.
No, I'm going to talk to the sweetest woman in the world, Mrs. Block.
The captain's wife?
That's right. I want to soften the blow. Mrs. Block, Mrs. Block.
My husband and Lucille.
I wanted you to be the first to know.
I can't believe it.
Now, take it easy, Mrs. Block.
My husband and Lucille Toody. How clever he was keeping it from me.
Now, Mrs. Block, why don't you go in the bedroom and lie down?
No, I'm going to stay in this house just long enough to write him a note.
I understand. Give it to him good.
And then, Francis, take me to your mother. She's the only friend I have.
Of course, Mrs. Block.
Francis, why don't you take her home? I'm going to try and find out how long this affair has been going on. There's one person who must know everything.
You heard me, Gunther. You're a beast. You're a philandering beast.
How about Lucille?
Oh, we saw you with your wife and child in Prospect Park this afternoon.
Wife and child? Oh, no. That was an assignment. I was on duty.
On duty? You don't expect Lucille to believe that.
All right. I'll prove it. O'Brien. I gotta find O'Brien.
Elsie, dear.
Oh, really, Captain, you shouldn't trouble her?
Nonsense. If there's one person in the world who can help you, it's Elsie. You wait here. Elsie.
No one will ever help me again. No one will ever...
She left me.
That's impossible.
Who could it be?
I can't believe it. Where would she go?
Muldoon's mother, she'd know. She's Elsie's best friend. Let's go.
Her husband and Lucille Toody?
It's true.
I can't believe it.
It's true, Mother. She left him a note saying she was leaving him for somebody else. And we saw the somebody else running away with her.
How long has it been going on? Where did they meet?
Calm down. I'll make you a cup of tea. Comfort her, Francis.
Francis, you always admired him. How could he have been so cruel?
You never know, men. Now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Francis. I didn't know you were entertaining a young... Oh, that's who it is! Captain. Don't you captain me, you wife stealer!
Wife stealer?
Oh, so that was your game, playing the sweet, shy boy who never went out with girls, and all the time this is going on right under my nose!
Captain, let me explain.
This note explains everything!
Francis, what's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. Your son, your baby boy, stole my wife from me.
Mother, don't believe him. Mother.
Mind Francis?
Mother, it was all a big mistake.
It certainly is.
For shame. Have you no respect bringing her into a respectable home?
Quiet. Lucille, this is Police Officer O'Brien. We were on duty together at Prospect Park. We were watching for a purse snatcher.
Of course. I told him to give you some unimportant...
Gunther!
Lucille.
Elsie!
Oh, Francis!
See, folks, as Shakespeare once said, all's well that ends...
Take that, you homebreaker. You'll explain at home. Come on.
Gunther!
Gunther, are you all right?
I'm all right.
Oh, Gunther, for the first time in years, you look like a hero to me again.
A hero?
Yes. This is how I remember you on the football field. Flat on your back.
There's a holdup in the Bronx. Brooklyn's broken out in fights. There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights. There's a scout troop short a child. Cruise ships do and I know wild. Car 54, where are you?